Hey guys, today I have some nice and returning things. Today we're gonna be doing my for the Raidraptors, my version, my updated version, and a new updated area. See my playmat, and we got here, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Yeah, I got a new setup, and it's much comfortable than a little desk that I had there sitting on my bed instead of an actual desk. So yeah, I've been waiting to do this for some cards, but obviously I'm still missing some main component, one main component card for the Raidraptor decks. For overall, it's still powerful enough to ruin. Raidraptors involve the special summoning and the exceed summoning. Summoning ranks to 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Go nuts. And you can summon like Ultimate Falcon in just one turn with a 2-card combo. But I'm really happy that I have a new setup for you guys to see, and we can have more fun with this deck, the deck profiles. Or I'm trying to do openings. I accidentally wanted to do this opening for the draft box, but if the Dragon Ball Super deck profiles don't do that good, I will completely take out the Dragon Ball stuff and continue with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So let's go with the deck profile. So yeah. So starting off, we're gonna be running 3 Raidraptor True Alliance. Yeah, those are the copies that I'm missing. They're really hard to get, so I'm glad that I still have the one. Its effect reads: if this card is normal or special summon, you can send one Raidraptor card from the deck to the graveyard. If Raidraptor Tribute Land destroys a monster on the field and sent to the graveyard, at the main phase 2, if he did, add a rank up quick spell card from your deck to the hand. So pretty much there are some rank up cards here that you're using. There are quick plays, but not that many. Yeah, 3 copies. Is a level 4 wing beast. It has 1,800 attack and 400 of defense, and it's one of my favorite Raidraptors. Except 3 copies again. Next up is 3 copies of Vanishing Lanius. Now, Vanishing Lanius helps you with more of the special summon. When Raidraptor Vanishing Lanius is normal or special summon during your turn, special summon one Raidraptor monster that's level 4 or lower. So this helps you take out last tricks easy, so you can tribute it, get out any of your Raidraptor monsters, and just rank them up really easy. So yeah, 4 copies of him, and he's another one. I love these guys. So yeah, 4 copies of him. Next up is Vanishing Lanius' compadre. 3 copies of Fuzzy Lanius. Fuzzy Lanius helps you with more of the special summon, but the problem with Fuzzy Lanius is that when you special summon him, and if you control Raidraptor, you special summon him. But the bad thing about this Raidraptor is that when you special summon, you can only special summon Raidraptors. Basically, yeah, you can special summon all your Raidraptors, but there are 3 cards that I use in my action deck that aren't Raidraptors, but still, you can use Vanishing's effects, special summon him from his effect when you exceed summon for Force Tricks or Utopia the Lightning or anything like that. His effect activates and add one of this Fuzzy Lanius to the hand, because when this card is sent to the graveyard, add 1 Fuzzy Lanius from the deck to the hand. So yeah, 3 copies of him. Next up, I'm running 3 copies of Raidraptor Mimicry Lanius. Now, she is actually your best searcher because you're using Tribute Lanius' effect to throw Mimicry or Fuzzy Lanius to the graveyard so you can activate their effects. Mimicry's effect is when this card is normal or special summon, you can change all of your Raidraptor's levels from levels 4 to 5. And at the main phase, if this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish her, add a Raidraptor card from the deck to the hand. So pretty much every card from your deck that is Raidraptors, add them. But the bad thing is the only bad thing I'll give you the downside of the deck. But overall, she's my favorite because she can search any of your Raidraptors like nuts. So yeah, get copies of her. Next up is one of your stronger Raidraptors is Lastrix. Now, Lastrix's effect is if a Raidraptor monster you control in battle and you have spell or trap cards, you can special summon him, and you gain life points for every spell and trap card that you control and in the graveyard. That's not you can use that for the additional life points, but we're not gonna be using that. We're using his other effect. You can tribute him, special summon a Raidraptor XC monster from your extra deck. Its effects are negated and it can attack. Also, your opponent can take damage. Okay, that's a good cost. But if you have Skip Force, rank that XC monster, obviously you go for your stronger boss monsters, so you can summon them. This and Skip Force, instant Ultimate Falcon, Final Fortress, and Revolution Falcon. Any of the best Raidraptors that you have in your deck, in your extra deck, and just summon them. So yeah, 3 copies of them. Next up, I'm running 2 copies of Pain Lanius. Now, Pain Lanius is the one that I love and hate at the same time because Pain Lanius' effect is that you can target one Raidraptor monster. He becomes that level, and that you take damage equal to the attack or the defense who's lowest. So pretty much a lot of the Raidraptor's attacks are very low, but you're using a lot of the of your level 4 monsters. But one thing is that Mimicry, she has more attack and defense. Like she has 1,000 of attack, 1,011 attack, and 1,012 of defense. So if you only have Mimicry on the field and you have Pain Lanius and you have none other of the level 4 monsters in your hand, it's a kind of like a love-and-hate relationship with this card. But yeah, 2 copies of him. It helps you with more of your rank 4 XCs. Next up, for your next Raidraptor is Singing Lanius. Now, Singing Lanius is when you have a Raidraptor on the field, you can special summon it. This is another easy Deco Talker or any of or Link summoning monsters. You can use this. This is for more to bump up for Force Tricks. But yeah, 2 copies of Singing Lanius because it's easy for the special summon as well. Next up, it's the in my opinion, it's a hand trap. Overall, it's a kind of a hand trap, but overall, for me, it is a hand trap. But people say it's not a hand trap. So 2 copies of Raidraptor Booster Strikes. His effects reads: if a Raidraptor monster you control is targeted for an attack, this banish this card, and the attacking monster is destroyed. So people say that this is not a hand trap. This is, in my opinion, this is a hand trap because you're discarding it to the banish and destroying that monster. Because you know all the hand traps, you have to discard them so you can activate their effects. So this is a hand trap for Raidraptors overall, not a generic for Raidraptors. So yeah, 2 copies of them. So those are all the monsters. Now for the spells, you're running the main rank up card, which is Skip Force. Now Skip Force is a really good rank up card, but the bad problem is about it. The downside of the deck is there is no searcher for this card. There is no searcher for Skip Force. There is no searcher for any of your rank up cards except only for the quick ones. That's the problem because the quick ones are for the rank 5s or the rank lowers, more for the rank 5s, or give or take which one are you using. But this is your ace rank up card. Now, Skip Force says target a Raidraptor monster and special summon from your extra deck a Raidraptor monster whose ranks two ranks higher than that Raidraptor. Obviously, you know its XE becomes his XEs, XYZ materials and all that stuff, etc. When this his other effect is you can banish this another Raidraptor monster from your graveyard and target one Raidraptor XC monster from your graveyard and special summon. Now, that's amazing because you can just return Revolution Falcon now, because Revolution Falcon has his main effect that I will show when we go to the extra deck. But overall, getting back another Raidraptor monster from the extra deck, or overall a monster back from the extra from the graveyard to link summon or whatever, it's a +1 overall. But you can't use this effect when you used it for the first time. You know, you have to wait for the next turn, in your turn, to activate. You know, his banish this and another Raidraptor to summon the XYZ. But yeah, 3 copies of that. Next up, because the all the Raidraptors are darks, you're running triple lure, obviously. Draw 2, banish 1, pretty simple. Next up, for the other rank cards, you're running 2 rank up Soul Shape Force. Now, Soul Shape Force is a really good card because it says here, pay half your life points, target a Raidraptor XC monster from your graveyard, and rank it up with 2 ranks higher. Now, this is treated as an XC summon. This can be for any XC monster whose ranks is 2 higher or whatever. It doesn't have to be a Raidraptor. It can be any rank up you want, pretty much. And having your life points is not bad because use Last Rick's effect to return your life points, or just end the game with this, pretty much, or summon whatever. So yeah, 2 copies of that. Next up is the another rank up card is rank up Magic Raid Force. Now this is for your rank 5s. Now it reads, target an XC monster you control, special summon from your extra a Raidraptor monster that is 1 rank higher than that target. Now, one thing is that you can use this for your Utopia or the Lightning and target that, and it becomes a Raidraptor monster. Because it's just targeting an XC monster, not a Raidraptor monster. And special summon 1 Raidraptor monster from that whose rank is higher than that. Excuse me. Target 1 Raidraptor using that target as a material. This is special summon as an XC summon. You can banish this and add a 1 Raidraptor card from the hand, and target 1 rank up spell card from your graveyard and add it to the hand. So this helps you return any of these, one of the rank ups that you have here overall, and you know, you can summon Utopia the Lightning, and because Utopia the Lightning is rank 5, use this to summon Revolution Falcon. Now it's really good because you can banish this as well and do that. It's really good because you can do Utopia's effect, Utopia the Lightning's effect, charge against him, then go to Revolution Falcon, affect the Revolution Falcon, which is nuts. So yeah, 1 copy of this because you can use. It's really good. Next is Raidraptor Nest. Raidraptor Nest is if you have 2 or more Raidraptor monsters you control. You can add 1 Raidraptor monster from the deck or graveyard to the hand. Pretty much, it could search any of these Raidraptors, grave or deck, pretty much. And the last, for the last rank up card, I'm running 1 rank up Astral Force. This is your recycled rank up card. So obviously, if you can target 1 XE monster in the field, rank it up twice, etc. At the draw phase, you don't have to draw. You can return this, so you can do another rank up. Pretty much, yeah. So you use this once because it has a recycle effect, and it's a really good rank up card. And the next one, I'm running 1 Raidraptor Call. You run this at 1 because you're doing more special summons with the monsters overall. But yeah, 1 Raidraptor Call. It's effect where you can target 1 Raidraptor monster. You control special summon that Raidraptor monster with the same name, and you can only special summon Raidraptors this turn. Pretty much that simple. Next up, 1 Cattle Call. Now, Cattle Call is really good because you can tribute 1 Winged Beast monster and get out any XC monster that you want from your deck, and you skip Force and you have your boss monsters. That's pretty much it, and it's a quick spell because you can do this special summon Ultimate Falcon in your opponent's turn and have a beater there to protect your life points. Yeah, one catapult. And for the 1-ups, it's one for all and one soul charge. Obviously, you use this to summon Last Trick and soul charge. You know, soul charge is soul charge. You know, everybody knows what soul charge does. Pay amounts of what you want to summon. And for the traps, I'm running 2 Raidraptor Radiants. Now, this is a really good trap. Now, it reads, this turn, Raidraptor monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. That's really good. And pretty much your Raidraptors won't be destroyed by battle. And the other one is that if you have a Raidraptor monster in your graveyard, banish this, you don't take any damage. Pretty much. So these, you have 2 great effects. And one thing is that you can, even if you don't have Raidraptor monsters in the field activated, and you can banish it, and you can, you know, you don't lose life points. Pretty much. Yeah, it's a really good trap. And for the last traps, 2 Icarus attacks, you know, it's Icarus attack, tribute 1 winged beast, and target 2 cards in the field and destroy them, pretty much. So yeah, that was the main deck. Now for the extra deck, I'm running 3 copies of Raidraptor 4 Strix. 4 Strix is another searcher. He needs requirements of 2 level 4 monsters. This card gains 500 of attack and defense for each winged beast monster you control. Pretty awesome. And you can detach it and add 1 level 4 dark winged beast monster from the deck to the hand. Pretty simple, pretty powerful. Overall, a great searcher and a great defender. So yeah, 3 copies of that. Next up for the last rank of 4 monsters, I'm running 1 Utopia. Pretty much is, yeah, pretty much you know what it is for Utopia, the lightning. Everybody knows what Utopia does. Attach, negate the attack. Utopia the lightning, when he attacks, he gains 5,000 of attack, and your opponent cannot respond from any card effects until the end of the battle phase. So pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, it's Utopia the lightning. Everybody knows what it does. And for the rank 5s, I'm running 1 Strange Falcon and 1 Blaze Falcon. Now, these 2 are really good. Why? Because it reads, Strange Falcon. If this card has an XC monster as material, once you can against this event. Once per turn, you can attach 1 XC material from this card. Target a monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. Right there, just giving them a lot of damage right there. And the other effect is that if this card was destroyed by card effect or by battle, you can send to the graveyard. You can turn 1 Raidraptor monster from your graveyard, except Strange Falcon, special summon that Raidraptor, and add this as a material. Right there, you can return Final Fortress plus this as an XC material and gain that power. Phenomenal, isn't it? And for Blaze Falcon, his effect is more powerful because this is what it does. This card can attack directly to your opponent as long as it has XC materials. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, target one monster your opponent controls is destroyed. Once per turn, you can attach 1 of XC materials, destroy as many special summon monsters your opponent controls, and inflict them 500 to your opponent for each monster. So yeah, these 2 are really good XC monsters, and they're rank 5s. You don't see a lot of rank 5 monsters. So yeah, 1 copy of each of the rank 5s. So yeah. Next up I'm running 1 Cyber Giant Infinity and 1 Revolution Falcon. Now, Cyber Infinity, how you lower him down, you use the spell card that I told you, Soul Shade Force, to summon Infinity. Pay half of your life points and use any of your rank 4s to summon him. Pretty much, yeah. So it's for that negate, and you never know when you need that negate. Now let's go for Revolution Falcon. Now Revolution Falcon is a beast, and he's a rare. Now his effect reads, you can detach 1 material in this chart. Revolution Falcon can attack all your opponent's monster. Once each at the start of the damage phase, if this card battles an opponent's monster face up special summon, that attack monster becomes 0 attack and 0 defense. Right there. Just wow. It becomes 0 attack and 0 defense. Any of those special summon monsters. Once per turn, you can target. I see. This has the effect of alternative. Basically, he is alternative in this. When he has this effect. If this card has a Raidraptor Exceed material as material, Raidraptor monster as a Exceed material. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. Destroy it if you do, inflict damage to your opponent's half of the attack of that monster. So yeah. Overall, this card is great. And just making those monsters just 0 attack and 0 defense, and it doesn't target. This destroys a max. And right now in our format that we are using so much of the special summon, Revolution Falcon is just giving 2,000 each time. So yeah, 2 copies of each. Now for the bigger XC monsters, I'm running 1 Satellite Falcon, 2 copies of Ultimate Falcon, and 1 Final Fortress. Now Satellite Falcon, his effect reads: when this card is XC summon, you destroy all spell checkers your opponent controls. And your opponent cannot activate cards or effects to respond of this effect. And his quick effect, you can detach, target one monster your opponent controls, and loses 800 for every single Raidraptor monster I have in the graveyard. So yeah, pretty much they go to 0. That's pretty much it. And he's a rank 8, so you use Skip Force or Soul Shade Force to go to your rank 10, which is Ultimate Falcon. Now Ultimate Falcon is the beast of the extra deck. His effect reads: unaffected by other card effects. You can detach one material from this card. For the rest of this turn, all monster your opponent controls loses 1,000 of attack, and your opponent's cards effects cannot be activated. Wow. If this card has a Raidraptor monster XC material as material, it gains this event. Once per turn during end phase, make all your opponent's monster loses 1,000 of attack. If your opponent doesn't have any face-up monsters on the field, it loses 1,000 of life points. It's a very strong card, and you can use this with the trap card Awakening the Dragon, because it's still unaffected by other card effects overall. And the last one is Final Fortress Falcon. Now Final Fortress is to end the game, pretty much. It's a fair reason. If this card has an XC material, Raidraptor XC monster as a material, it's unaffected by other card effects, just like that, but you have to have an XC material. This is good for Strange Falcon to activate the thing. Once per turn, you can detach one material. This card return all the banishing Raidraptor monsters to your graveyard. Twice per turn, when this card attacks and destroys a monster by battle, you can banish a Raidraptor XC monster in your graveyard. This card can attack one more time, again. So pretty much like that. Like that, can finish the game that easily. So yeah, these are your boss. Pretty much you're using Ultimate Falcons and your higher XC ranks. So yeah, 2 copies of him and all that stuff. So yeah, and for the Link monsters, I'm running 1 Deco Talker and 1 Borlo Dragon. Yeah, I can hear the hate comments right now. Why Borlo Dragon? Like seriously, he's so expensive. If you don't want to run the Borlo Dragon, I have other options. But obviously, you need the decode for for the Link summons. Whichever. I'm running Borlo because I always wanted a Borlo, and obviously, father and son right there. So yeah, those are the only Link monsters that I have. Now for the side deck. Okay, so for the side deck, I'm running the other quick rank up cards here, which is Revolution Force and Doom Double Force. Now they are really good cards because it reads: during your turn, target one XC Raidraptor you control special summon that from. Oh, hold on, I have a little bit. Special summon from your turn one Raidraptor XC monster whose rank is 1 higher than that. Using that target as a scene during your opponent's turn, target one XC monster and do the same thing. Pretty much. It's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing, both effects. This is in your opponent's turn, or this is like that. That's why it's a quickie. I don't know why it does this. Oh, my bad. During your opponent's turn, target one XC monster your opponent's control with no XC materials. I'm so sorry that I forgot about that. So, you can target one of your opponent's XC monsters that doesn't have any XC monster. Target that monster, grab it, and use it to XC summon. Pretty much for your rank 5s. Or pretty much, hey, if that thing is rank 7, go to Satellite Falcon or whichever. It says right there. So yeah. And Doom Dover is that target one and Raidraptor XC monster in the graveyard that was destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard this turn. Special summon that XC monster from the X deck, then summon a an XC monster who's twice as ranked higher than that. So twice pretty much is 2. Pretty much that's it. Yeah, and it's a quickie, so you can use this for Tribulanius for the search. And the other ones is the second Canonical and the Dark Hole, pretty much. And for the traps, 2 Raidraptor Gust, and the third Raidraptor Radiance. Now, Raidraptor Gust's effect says when a spell and trap card is active while you have a Raidraptor monster on the field, negate the activation. If you do, destroy it. Pretty much that's it. And it's a quickie. So yeah. And for the other cards from the side deck, it's for the extra deck. I have my extra very, very diverse and very crazy. It's one Underclock Taker. This Link monster is really good. It's a really good Link monster, so yeah. Him. One Babushka. One Steel Swarm Roach. One Blade Burner Falcon. One Rise Falcon. The second Starlight Falcon, the third Ultimate Falcon, and 1 7 Sins. So yeah, wait. So if you don't want to run the Borlo Dragon, you can run the 7 Sins or the Underclock Taker. So pretty much that, or you want to run the second Satellite Falcon, or just go bust crazy with the Ultimate Falcon. Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much what I run in the side deck. So guys, that is pretty much it for the deck. I hope that you enjoy this, and I'm hoping that you like the new setup of doing these deck profiles, and I'm hoping that you enjoyed this. And yeah, a lot of things happen, and like I said, if I'm gonna be doing another Dragon Ball Super card deck profile. If that one does not do well, I will stop with the Dragon Ball stuff. Pretty much, if that doesn't do well, I will stop, because the first one did okay. The second one, it's not doing that well. If the third one does not do somewhat, I will stop with the Dragon Ball stuff, and we will just be with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So thanks for watching, and I hope you liked the new setup. So yeah.